guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, April 6th, 2025. Welcome to another New York City exploration video. Today we're going to be exploring the secret passageway behind me there, up in no man's land, that has been sealed up for probably close to 100 years. Let me point out that it's cloudy and raining. It's 45 degrees. The weather is absolutely awful. But I know you guys like these videos, and this is Sunday. It's the only day I have to do this. So, let's get started. Okay, guys. The location of this mystery archway is on Riverside Drive, almost directly below the George Washington Bridge. I've visited this area before, but I hadn't been able to get any definitive answers as to what lies beyond the archway. Today I've solved a little bit of the mystery. As you can see, it was another cloudy, rainy, cold day in New York City. We simply cannot catch a break. We can't even get out of the 40s, and tomorrow it's going to go down into the 30s. What happened to spring? I must tell you guys that I'm a little bit dissatisfied with the way this area has deteriorated since I was last here. It's really in bad condition now. It's actually filthy. And it's not the kind of place that I would recommend every one of you guys to come visit, but if you want to, that's on you. Here you can see the archway in question. And this has been here for probably, I would say, close to 100 years. I always wanted to know why this was sealed up and what is beyond. Now, there's a close-up view, and I remember even as a kid, I said, this doesn't look right. I said, why would the city go out of their way to make it so decorative and cut this archway here and put this fountain or whatever it is there? It's just not right. I said, something else was here. And sure enough, something was. Now, to properly explain, before I continue with today's screenshots, I'm going to show you an archive shot from approximately the year 1930, because this holds a lot of answers. Now, I want you to look carefully at this picture. I don't have an exact date for you. I'm guessing the 1930s. It can't be anything later than 1940, all right? This is what I call the old George Washington Bridge. You can see back then it was only a single level. There was no Trans-Manhattan Expressway. There was only those two tunnels on 178th and 179th, respectively, I believe. But anyhow, look over here, and you'll see this area is under construction. Here is the actual archway that I'm looking at right now. You can see they had a different manner of egress at the time. And over here, down here, look, is yet another archway with a direct staircase leading to it. This is something that no longer exists today. This is defunct. Now, the wall itself here still does exist, but in spots, only in spots. It's not totally there because they blasted out this section right here. This section is all blasted out. And you can see originally that the walkway went from here underneath the wall and came out over here. This whole area is just so totally different now. There are highway ramps and there are different roadways. But yet, this archway right here, which was open here when they were doing construction, still existed. And even with this picture, I honestly cannot tell you where this took you to. It looks like it may have come out over here. I don't know. If any of you guys have any information as to where this led to, it would be helpful. But this at least solves part of the mystery. I would like to zoom in a little bit here, help you out a little. See it? You can clearly see here that this is underneath the street level, okay? But I swear I don't know where it went, and I just can't imagine where. So yeah, this is something that's going to continue to be somewhat of a mystery for me. Okay, now that I got you acclimated as to the area, let's move on. This is the staircase to my left, and as you can see right here, it's fenced off in two places, here and a little further up, because it's totally unsafe. I think we should take a better look at that, but I don't want you to miss some of the other eccentricities of the area, such as these poles. I don't know what was here. This would be to the right, okay? This would be to the right. You remember there was a staircase that I showed you in that old screenshot? That's because these pillars weren't here, and this elevated highway system wasn't here back then. See? There was none of this back in the late 30s or 1940. Back to the staircase, because we're going to go up. It's absolutely filthy and disgusting up here. Also, you can't really tell, but some of the concrete has fallen through, making it extremely dangerous. I don't know what's under there, and I really don't want to find out. This piece here is covering a hole right through the concrete. Thankfully, somebody put some protective covering over it. I would really like to see them excavate this, because this is basically the same situation as a sinkhole out on Route 80 in New Jersey that they're talking about and have been talking about for the last few months. This is a pretty widespread cavern under here. See, fenced off. You ain't going up there anymore. When I was a kid, this was wide open. I used to go up and down here. There's looking underneath the viaduct again. There's those three poles that I passed earlier. Original purpose unknown. This, I believe, is an original light pole fixture from the period. I'm almost certain it is. Unfortunately, they let it go to pot. That stopped working years ago. And as you can see, the underside of this ramp here is not in the best of shape. Concrete is rotting away. And it's just a generally nasty area. This is not someplace I would recommend any of you guys to investigate. But if you are going to do it, I insist you do it during the daytime. I was here Sunday morning at around 11 a.m. in the morning. And I suggest if you have to do it, you do it at the same time. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. I will be making another New York City exploration video in the near future, in 1 week or less. So be prepared for it. Thanks, rock on, and peace.